Alright, here we go. Hello everyone, Jade Arrow here, and welcome to another Age of Empires match. We have a free-for-all 4-player on the map Gold Rush between some of the lower ranked players, and we have a small pause right now. I will introduce the players in a moment. So first we have Conquer King. He's playing in the yellow, and he is playing to the northwest of the map, and directly south of him we have Adjak in the green. He is playing as the Koreans, and he is our higher ranked player of the match. Forgot to mention, but Conquer King is playing as the Byzantines. To the east of Conquer King in the blue, we have Yeshua playing as the Khmer. And directly south of Yeshua, playing in the red as the Japanese, we have Ragnarsson. So this is free-for-all on Gold Rush, which opens up some interesting possibilities here. We have, obviously, Adjak as the Koreans. He could decide to tower up the center in Feudal Age, and that could make it pretty interesting, could be pretty powerful in the Feudal Age. And if he goes up to castle soon enough, that could put him in a very good position to maybe get some war wagons out. And since this map is actually all on a hill, the middle of the map is all on a hill, then onagers for him could prove to be very efficient. From Conquer King, our Byzantines player, he's got very cheap trash, so if he decides to hang back a bit and build up, play defensive, he could do that and then move out later, because he doesn't need the gold very immediately, so he can just build up with his trash units and then move out later on if he chooses. From Khmer, from Yeshua, if we look at his tech tree, what are his options for this map? He's a siege, an elephant civilization, so we could see battle elephants from him, and that could be interesting to see on Gold Rush, as well as very open Siege Workshop tech tree. But the problem with that is they're very gold cost efficient, so he's going to want to move out quickly to get the gold from the middle if he wants to have much options with the siege and elephant. He's going to want to come out, maybe put a town center or just mining camp and production buildings. And from our Japanese player, as we look at the Japanese tech tree, there's not really basic one thing that you can go with. Obviously, stable, not the greatest from the Japanese, but he does have pretty full barracks, completely full archery range, and he's got pretty good monks if he wants to do that. We could see some samurai this match, that could be interesting, and not the best siege workshop. So from him, I don't know, he may decide to go for the middle really early, he may decide to hang back a bit and boom up. He does have a very enclosed map surrounded by trees if he wanted to wall, whereas Yeshua here, he's kind of open. He doesn't have anything. He can just go straight there. There is nothing blocking him from the middle, unlike all of the other players who have trees surrounding their base with their extra resources inside of the trees. They have the option to wall up and boom if they so desire. But Yeshua, he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that option, so he really kind of wants to play aggressive, I think, in this match. Again, being on Gold Rush here, we have these groups of wolves out in the middle. If somebody wants to run out there and collect up all the wolves and send them to whoever's base they desire, we could see the 3 lower ranked players, red, green, and yellow, ganging up on Yeshua, who is our top rated player here. I misspoke earlier. So we could see 2v1s or 3v1s. But I'm interested to see what they're going for. Yeshua is actually deciding to wall up the front of his base. And he has the most open map here, so I wouldn't really expect that from him. But I guess he feels that he wants to wall up and boom a bit. Maybe get out some battle elephants. Maybe he wants to go with some scouts and do a scout rush on someone. Yeshua being fairly close. He's the closest to Ragnarsson, but this is played on a 6-player map so that we don't see one person going down early, because that wouldn't be very much fun and would kind of defeat the purpose of having it be a 4-player. So it's kind of a larger map to give everyone more breathing room. Right now, everyone getting their sheep, and Ragnarsson's actually going very heavy onto farms. He has neglected to bring in his wild boar. Now, this is something that you see new players do a lot. They don't take their boar, and they don't realize that there's just 680 food from these boar just waiting to be taken. And instead, they decide to go on wood and build farms. Now, that's not the greatest option, because if you lure in your boar, it's not that difficult. You just shoot it twice with your villager and bring it back, and yeah, you can get it pretty easily, and you get a lot of food, as you can see Yeshua doing there, as well as Conquer King, he's brought his in, as well as Adjack. They've all brought in their boars and have found their secondary sheep, where Ragnarsson here, he hasn't found his secondary sheep, just barely missing them. And as a result of that, going very heavy on the farms. Now this is going to put his eco a bit behind here. He's not going to have the villagers to use on gold as much, or on stone if he wants to do towers or something like that. He's going to have to kind of get a lot more villagers to be even with these guys, which isn't really that bad if he gets left alone for a while, if he can go up to Castle Age and decides to wall up. And here's what I was saying before. Adjack here asking if they want to gaming up on blue before he destroys them all, so we'll see if they actually decide to go for that. And, oh, Yeshua here, noticing that Conquer King does not have loom, and picking off that one villager when she goes out to wall up here. Sad day for her, but good observation and attention from Yeshua here. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out for them. Yeshua and Conquer King both going up to Feudal Age, and still no loom from Conquer King. There it is, just coming in. I was gonna say, if he decides not to get loom and wants to go out, it's gonna be pretty difficult. There really isn't an immediate threat from wolves if he decides to go out. But on Gold Rush, you pretty much have to get Loom if you want to go to the middle, because, I mean, you've got this hungry pack of wolves with the hill bonus. They're not going to let any villagers sneak by, no matter how innocent they may be. Yeshua here. Here we go. Here's the scouts that I mentioned before. They're going to go out, and he saw that Conquer King didn't have Loom and wants to take advantage of that. Now, he does have Loom, so this isn't going to be that difficult, but walling up, and he left a hole. Wondering if there's a hole in this market and barracks here. Let's see. Probably not, but he's going to sneak around, sneak in here. He could go into the wood line. That would be not the best to say from Conquer King here. He's house walling for now. Pretty good of him to house wall up here. And oh no, here we go again. One more villager getting picked off. Sad day for the villagers today, but good reaction time from Conquer King for a lower ranked player to quick house wall like this. It's good of him. And also, wow, this is actually pretty impressive. He quick walled that entire area, so yeah, Yeshua really can't do anything. And okay, I was gonna say there's a hole there. You better be quick, and he was. I'm impressed with this guy. He's actually going up to Castle Age and still managed to quick wall all of this. So there's not that much of a threat from these scouts, and he can just have his town center pick him off. Yeshua here is probably also going up to Castle Age right now. He's not. He's decided to go for a bigger economy. As we can see, he has 34 population right now, whereas Conquer King only has 27. So he's decided to go up a bit later and have a bigger eco and try and take the middle. Adjack down here, our bottom player right now, what is he up to? He's actually on his way to Castle Age with the same population as Conquer King. And he's probably going to be our first one to Castle Age. He is. He's our first to Castle Age, and I want to see what he does with this. Being the Koreans. Okay, puts down a town center. Wondering if you put that down in between the gold and the stone, so we wouldn't have to put two town centers there, but it probably would have been better to put a town center, say, right here, and another one, like, right up there, or maybe there, because it's right next to the gold and the trees, which is always what you want, but also gives reasonable distance between farms if he wants to go massive farms later on. And now Conquer King, our Byzantine player, up to the Castle Age, and let's see what he decides to go for. Not really doing much right now, just working on his eco for now, and going to put a town center there, and deleting his wall so he can get out there. And yeah, everyone just kind of working on their eco right now, and I think the most farms in the Feudal Age award is going to have to go to Ragnarsson here. This is the effect of not grabbing your two boar. They're free for the taking, and yeah, Ragnarsson here actually fairly close to going to Castle Age right now, but he has way more villagers on wood than he needs to be able to sustain this farm production, and that's just shows how something not too major like grabbing your boar can snowball into something like this, where these villagers on wood here, they could be used for getting gold or stone if he wants to do towers, but that's not gonna happen from him. He's advancing up to Castle Age now, and Yeshua is probably very close himself. He is. He's almost going to click up. And he's gone for the double stable with bloodlines. So we might see some elephants from him. And that would be fun to see. Deleting his house there. Probably going to TC maybe right there. That'd be a fair one for him. And now, there we go. Battle elephants from Yeshua. This is going to be interesting. And Blue keeping all of his scouts alive, going to harass Adjack here. And Adjack kind of complaining about it because he doesn't really have a defense to this. He doesn't even have a bear axe, so he can't even make spearmen. And so he's kind of ripe for the picking, really. He doesn't have a bear axe, he just decided to put down blacksmith and market. Even though it's free-for-all, he has no allies to trade with this market, but he could use it a bit to sell and buy some stuff, maybe get up to imp faster. And Ragnarsson going to be up to Castle Age any minute now. And yep, almost there. Being the Japanese here, what's he going to go for? So far, skirms, but it's not really going to do much against the scouts from Yeshua. That's going to be a problem. There we go, Yeshua town centering right there, and keeping these scouts moving around. If we look at his map vision here, he knows where everyone is. He knows red's down there with a bunch of farms, probably more than he needs. Yellow's up here, just walled in. He can't do much. Green, he's open. He's going to exploit that. But he's also keeping these scouts alive to see if anyone goes to the middle. And once he notices that someone's gone to the middle, he can move out with his battle elephants if he wants. And he's going out now, probably going to head towards Ragnarsson here and see what he can find there. But his map vision, if we compare with like Conquer King, he doesn't even know where everybody is. He's just scattered around himself, just barely finding that green is being picked on by Yeshua, and he doesn't care. He's probably thinking, at least he's not around me again. And Conquer King actually collecting the relics right now, and this is a smart move, because even though it's on Gold Rush, and there's plenty of gold, he's thinking ahead. He's thinking, okay, I am about 200 to 300 score behind the guy in first. And that probably means I'm not going to have the best chance of going out and getting this gold. So I'm going to collect the relics. And being the Byzantines have really cheap trash, so I'm not even going to need that much gold. But if I collect the relics, even if I don't go out to the middle, that would sustain me enough for the gold units that I do need. And so he's just scouting around right now, seeing what he can find, seeing if he can find the other relics. There's 3 of them right around Yeshua here. I think here goes Yeshua. What is Yeshua up to? Is he going to Castle Drop? He's not. Where is he going? He's going to build a TC as far away from his base as he possibly can. This guy is feeling confident here. He's going right over next to green while keeping his scouts there, while also going in here with his battle elephants and harassing red. Red, good response with spearmen to counter that, but still, eco damage from him. Yeshua is really multitasking here. He's invading red, he's keeping green on his toes, and he has a town center here. Now, he has this here, just in case. Somehow, Adjack here builds up and makes his way out. He doesn't have any options for gold. He can go way over here, where these wolves are probably gonna make a meal out of his villagers. He can go over here, but that's still kind of defended from Yeshua. And if he loses this town center, he can still fall back to any one of these. I mean, he has this gold pile right next to his base. But nope, that's just too easy. He is going all the way out to here. Yeah, kind of interesting placement from him. He's playing really aggressively. He doesn't want anyone contesting him for the middle. Yeah, over in Conquer King's base, he's still just booming up here. Not really sure what his game plan is here. Guess we'll find out. Adjack down here, booming up as well, while still being harassed by these scouts. They do have attack and defensive upgrades on them, so they're quite formidable actually. And also keeping this battle elephant near red if he decides to move out. Yeah, he's gonna chase him down with his elephant rider here. But here we go. Yeshua actually house-walling the front. He doesn't want anyone coming near his precious gold. If they want to get to the gold, they're gonna have to go through him to get it. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, he's just walling it up, and back at home, booming up well. He's actually going really heavy on the stone. Maybe he'll drop a castle, maybe right there on the front, or knowing how this guy's playing, he's probably gonna drop it right there, or right smack on the Conquer King's face right there on that hill. I don't know. We'll see what he has to do. What? Oh boy. Overreaction from Ragnarsson with a million spears and a ton of skirms. Okay, I guess. He hasn't upgraded them, though. So, if we look at his perspective, he's not going into upgrades at all. He's just continually making skirms and spears. And if we look at their stats, they're not upgraded at all. So, I'm really not sure what his plan is right now. Maybe he'll go samurai. He's collecting a whole ton of gold. Or stone. I mean, he has a bunch of gold too, but he's collecting a ton of stone. He's probably going to go drop a castle somewhere. And maybe go samurai. He has the eco. He could produce samurai for a while. But can't really do anything with these spears and skirms if he goes out to the middle right here. He'll have to fight through the wolves, and TC placement right here is a nightmare. I don't think that's even possible to place a TC here. The closest you get is maybe right there. He'll have to go with a mining camp, like right there. And yeah, you really can't. If you want a castle up here, you can't. It won't. The foundation can't be that unbalanced here. You're gonna have to TC over on the edges here. But yeah, he really doesn't have an option. We're actually seeing a castle from Adjack with war wagons coming out, I would guess. We could see it from him. He actually has plenty of stone to do more. And another stable from Yeshua. He's probably going full battle elephants here. We'll have to watch that. Battle elephants are always fun to watch. Just this tanky unit going around, destroying everything. But yeah, not much going on. Everyone's just kind of booming up back behind their bases here and not being too aggressive right now. But still, this could be interesting. That scout from Ragnarsson has to have gone right by these sheep and completely missed it. He actually knows they're there, but hasn't collected them. Poor Ragnarsson. He has missed both of his wild boar and his secondary sheep, and has had to make a million farms in the feudal age because of it. And not using a scout. He should be scouting around. You look at his vision on the map, he can't see anything. He knows Yeshua's there. He knows the gold has to be out here somewhere. He doesn't know where yellow is up here or green down there. He doesn't know that, and he doesn't care. He's gonna sit back, make 1,000,000 pikemen and 1,000,000 skirms, and he's just gonna sit there. And what? Adjack calling the GG because of these scouts. They found a hole. There's always a hole. How many times is there a hole? Every time. They're gonna get in there. And he's asking, yes. Are you focusing on him? And Yeshua, yep, sure am. Deal with it. But, yeah, it's not the end of the world. Just needs to be a bit more careful. If you wanted to drop a castle right there, that would protect him reasonably well, and wanted to wall right here, he could do that, and he would be fairly well protected. And here we go. Yeshua coming out with the battle elephants. And Adjack, I didn't even notice. First one to Imperial Age. What is he planning here? Is he gonna go to War Wagons? Here he is with Cat. Oh no. Oh no. Adjack. Come on. Wall. No. Learn from Conquer King up here with his amazing quick wall. What? Oh no, this is gonna be denied. That's horrible for Adjack. Oh, it's gonna be so close, but it looks like it's not happening. So, if I were Adjack right now, I feel like, hey, I'm being focused down by Yeshua. What do I do? He's got 1,000,000 battle elephants running around. Oh, that just hurts to see. 95%. And it's going down. There's nothing he can do about it. But he still has plenty of stone. If he wants to put down 2 more, he can. But, yeah, if I were Adjack, you'd say, okay, I have a ton of battle elephants outside of my base. What do? I pretty much have 2 options for this. I could go monks, but I really don't want to do that because I know that Yeshua has scouts as well, and he sent in to raid me. So if I went with monks, I would also have to back it up with pikes, or I could just go full pikemen, which could work against all these battle elephants here, but I would probably add a couple monks in just to, you know, get some extra military from him while still taking some away. But no one's really contesting Yeshua for the middle here. He probably has a ton of gold. He actually doesn't have a lot if we look at everyone's resources. Conquer King has a bunch of resources. Ragnarsson, a bit behind the others, but not in a horrible spot. And Adjack has plenty of food, but oh, here we go. Oh, that one monk isn't gonna do much against this. And these pikemen, yes, sorry Conquer King, but not gonna do much against that. 1 elephant going down, 2 elephants going down, and down with the traitor. But yeah, not too much. And now here comes the Byzantine trash war. Here it is. So this probably not the smartest move from Yeshua. Conquering the going against Conquer King, the Byzantines player. He can just field out these Halberdiers all day. He can just send out 1,000,000 helps, and these battle elephants aren't really going to stand a chance. But he can't exactly go down here because... Oh my... Oh, Ragnarsson. Oh, seeing something like this makes me wish I had a siege onager right there. Oh, what is this craziness? But yeah, Yeshua can't really send his battle elephants down because he saw there were pikemen before, but he didn't see a billion pikemen here. That is a ton. How many pikemen does Ragnarsson have? Place your bets in the comments below. How many pikemen are there here? I'm not going to count them. I'm just going to look. He has 62 infantry and 32 skirmishers. This guy is crazy. But I guess being the Japanese, it doesn't really have much options. This is kind of what Japanese are good for, just going a mix of everything here. But dang boy, that is a lot of pikemen to not be using for anything. And so yeah, he has a ton of stuff just sitting around here, not really doing anything. Yeshua still booming up and has a great eco to just field these battle elephants from him. If we look at Yeshua, he's going bunch of stables and heavy scorpions. This is what we like to see. Changing it up a bit. Heavy scorpions, not something that we typically see in a matchup. But knowing that battle elephants are weak against monks and halbs, he is going with scorpions, which will destroy both of those. Oh, but this is always fun to see. Someone breaking the meta a little bit, going with something a bit different that we don't normally see. So let's see how this works out for him. So, yeah, he's gonna go for it and see what happens. So he's gonna move in now, and these halbs aren't gonna last that long against these heavy scorpions here. Let's see how this works. Going in again with Conquer King losing bills too. Yeshua, not very good from him. But I don't know, I think Yeshua is a little hesitant to go in. He doesn't know exactly how many halbs Conquer King has. But you can bet there's a lot, being the Byzantines with their cheap trash units. You probably guess there's quite a few, so a little bit hesitant to go forward here. But down on this side, Adjak did get his wish, and Yeshua's kind of left him alone for now. Now he's not gone, he still has a castle and stables right outside of his base. But Adjak just booming up here like everyone else, and he has resources to last a long time. But what is he gonna do with them? He isn't creating any military, he's just booming up. He doesn't have anything to fight with. If he gets raided from this side here, there's nothing that can happen. He's gone. He needs, being the Koreans, he could get some pretty decent onagers out, some of the best in the game. But against battle elephants, not going to be that well. And Ragnarsson just being a pest and attacking Yeshua's farm. Well, yeah. And that's going to be dealt with pretty quickly. There it goes. Nice try, but no. And okay, here it is. All those Halbs going down. All those skeletons on the ground from all of the fallen Halbs. He's still fielding them out though. He can do this a long time if we look at his resources. Yeah, he can go all day. He just keeps going. And we'll see how long he can last. He's probably not going to last too long if Yeshua decides to bring out a Trev, which is very easily could from him, then this castle would go down and there's not really anything else protecting him. Conquer King's actually going with a bunch of stables. Not sure what he's planning to do with them. Maybe camels? If he decided to go heavy camels, that would counter the scorpions from Yeshua, as well as the battle elephants. Not the greatest counter, but that would work for him. Probably work better than the Halbs that he's working with right now. But yeah, he's probably going to go with heavy camels, researching husbandry, light cavalry. Huh. Wonder what he's going to do with light cabs. Maybe gonna go raid Yeshua a bit. Maybe get some revenge on him. He's pretty walled, except for there's a hole in the back. But that could be devastating to Yeshua. That's where all of his food eco is, except for these few farms up here. But what's he gonna do with light cav? Maybe use them to counter the scorpions. And here we go. This is, like I said before, he is Adjek here. No military. He can't do anything against these battle elephants. Just now making a monastery. And there we go. First military of the game from Adjek. 2 Halberdiers against however many elite battle elephants from Yeshua. Entire eco is going to be idled for who knows how long until he can push this back. And we'll see what happens here. This is what happens if you don't have teammates and you just boom up with no military. This is going to happen. And now throwing down emergency barracks and gonna try and deal with this for now. But just try and hold on. He has the resources to do some crazy stuff. If he went with War Wagon, that would be interesting to see from him. Probably wouldn't amount to much because of these battle elephants. They would counter the War Wagons pretty easily. If you went Onager, that could work against battle elephants. Not the best idea. He would be friendly fire on his Halbs here. So, not really sure what his game plan is here. He needs to use his resources for something. But back up with yellow. Yeshua is going bombard cannons and against this Hussar raid. Those bombard cannons are all going down. That's the most expensive unit in the game. You need to guard those well, but these Hussars going in and cleaning them up pretty well. They're actually staying alive. Weren't targeted very well. There goes one. And we have counter bombard cannons from Conquer King. Not really gonna do that much against this. Against battle elephants, it'd be okay. And against the scorpions, that would work. But Yeshua also has bombard cannons here. And losing 1, losing 2. 2 for 1 so far. Ooh. close, but not quite. 2 for 2 from him. There's... I don't know, Conquer King really can't do much against this here. He could go Cataphract against this. That could work against the Scorpion and Bombard Cannon, but he's just deciding to go with Hussar for now. And hope it works out for him. But Yeshua pushing right into the middle of his base. And what does he have to work with? He doesn't have any eco this way. He has a few farms. That's where his wood eco is. This way, a few farms and more lumberjacks. But he has no gold income. Sending his villagers away to find something. There we go, town center, all the way in the corner of the map. He knows there's nothing he can do against this. He's just gonna run away and hide till the end of the game. Against Scorpions, actually losing a lot of them right there too. Just 1 or 2 Bombard Cannons took out maybe 8 or so Scorpions, so small victory, but not gonna stop this push. Yeshua's eco here, he's short on gold, but he has the middle. It doesn't matter. He has enough gold to last for ages. So he's not really that concerned about gold right now. But this push, it's not looking good for Conquer King here. He's kind of out right now. Just down here with nothing there. He's got some Halbs here. And yeah, asking Adjack and Ragnar said, "What are you guys doing?" And Adjack, "Nothing." So yeah, there's really nothing he can do. He's got a trip here to take down that castle, and oh boy, wow, how many Halves does he have? Yeshua resigned? What? He just said boring and resigned. What? Okay, that was unexpected. Well, now what? With Conquer King, this army standing in his base, gonna clean him out. That's really all he has down there. He's got some left, but he's pretty close to done right now. If you look at his resources, he has no food at all. He can't do anything. So it's between green and red, really, both heading out to the middle. And green actually overtaking red for the amount of Halbs on the field. He's going out. This is interesting to see what happens. And never mind, red still has more. He has all the Halbs to last all game. He's got, what? He has 96. Way more than you would ever need. But I guess he's trying. So he's holding on. He's going to put one strip of wall on the front of his base and stop everything from coming in. But blue resigning, that really puts a twist on this. Blue had the game, but I guess he didn't think it was challenging enough and just resigned. Now, with all these battle elephants here, yellow can easily take these monks, go out, and get himself a free army of battle elephants. And he's laughing that now there's a mess. Nothing he can do about it. Green and red fighting here. And red with the faster attack speed gonna have the advantage. Actually using his trebs to fire in here. As well as the skirms with their attack bonus against Halbs. That'd be useful for him, and also if he can get on the hill and get the hill bonus, that's gonna work well in his favor. That entire army from both sides, all those Halbs just gone, laying down right there. But Red doesn't care. He's got a million more of them. He's fine. He's got backup keeps in his base. He's defensive. Not really concerned. Gonna wall up. And just be prepared for an attack. Villager might go down to the wolf here. And there it goes. Woo woo woo, if you're a T90 fan. But, so the game goes on. Adjack can actually take advantage of this and push forward. Here we go. Yellow coming in. He's not converting these elephants, which is a shame. He could have a whole army just from not doing anything. But now it comes down to the three of them, and not really sure who to call it at this point. If we look at their resources, Ragnarsson, very little gold left. Not much he can do with it. Conquer King, low on food. Not much he can do. All of his farms were just taken out. And Adjack on this side, oh, he has resources. And he's pushing out towards the middle to get the gold. He's got 21k wood, 12k food, 3k stone. He's buckled down, ready for the apocalypse. He's ready to go. So, I think if Conquer King and Ragnarsson want to have a chance, I think they need to focus down on Adjack here. Being the Koreans, he has gone full Halbs. He has, how many barracks is that? 11. He has 11 barracks to just field Halbs the entire time. He actually has more than that. He's got more barracks there, more barracks back at home, and not a single siege workshop. He's the Koreans. He's got arguably the best onagers in the game, and he's not using them. I mean, if he had just one siege onager, he could take out these million Halbs from Red. I mean, Red, this is crazy. He's going full Halbs from him. He's got 123 infantry. He has 2 whole armies of only Halbs. And actually adding samurai at this point. Oh, I love that decision from him. He knows that his opponent's just going full Halbs and not doing anything, and samurai against Halbs will win. They've got the better stats, and not much that the Koreans can do against that. If only he had some siege onagers. But he doesn't. He's just going full Halbs. He doesn't even care. And actually managing to put a castle on the top of the hill. That is impressive. That he actually managed to be able to do that. Now, gonna go over to blue, leave no villager left alive, and back over to Conquer King. Yeah, he's going full Hussar, but sorry, buddy, if you saw what your opponents had, you change your mind pretty quickly on that. And now we're gonna see the fight here. Red Ragnarsson, he doesn't care. He's got Halbs to last the entire game. He's just gonna run underneath 3 castles and fight it out. He doesn't care. He's just gonna target the Trebs. Maybe he'll get one. Yeah, he's gonna take out one of them. But here we go. It's gonna be the Halb War of the century. Alright, let's see how this works. Adjack has the hill bonus here, but Ragnarsson has the attack speed. We'll see what happens. He also has the castles firing. And finally, Adjack adding War Wagon. Not the greatest against this army of Halbs, but here we go. This is the Halb War we've all been waiting for. Oh, Halbs left and right, up and down, forward, backward, inside out. All over the place, and there goes 2 of Adjack's castles to these trebs. And still, more Halbs coming out. We need more. There's never enough. And yeah, it looks like Ragnarsson's gonna clean this up with his attack speed on these on his infantry here, and also mixing in some samurai. It's gonna work pretty well for him. Now, War Wagon here, interesting choice. He kind of has the resources, but has now spent all of his gold. He has the middle now, so he can keep making them. But with Halbs here, those War Wagons are toast. They're not going to do anything. Adjack now taking the score lead, since Conquer King was kind of put out of commission for a while by Yeshua. His base is divided in half, and I guess a third with this down here. But here we go. We'll have to see what happens. And oh no, that's like 4 trebs from Ragnarsson gone to this horde of Halbs. And also 1 militia. I think that's a misclick from Adjack, but you know, every militia helps. I'm just gonna follow that guy, see how long he lives. I give him 2 minutes, maybe? No, probably not even that. He sends him out. Go, militia dude. I believe in you. Wow, that 1 militia pushing all these guys away. Just the presence of him pushing away that army from Ragnarsson. But more Halbs, more skirms, don't care. And yeah, Green now has the middle, and he has the resources that if he can just keep getting gold, he's got them for days. He can just pump everything out on the fields. And oh no, Conquer King, your vills again. Oh no. And there it goes. Again, losing vills. We're just gonna have a moment of silence right now for the vills that Conquer King has lost this game. Okay, enough of that. Back to this militia. He still on the front, and he's probably gonna die. Go, militia! You can do it! Take them all down! I believe in you, militia! Destroy everything! Here we go. More Halbs. There are never enough Halbs. Keep them going. Keep them fighting. Keep them running. Get even more. That militia is still alive. Can kick it. He's clubbing these Halbs down. Yeah, still doing work here. You may be... No! Down he goes. Well, that's a shame. But anyway, more Halbs. You can never have enough. So many Halbs. And yeah, more barracks. More barracks from Ragnarsson. He's just gonna make Halbs for days. He's got the wood, he's got the food, they both do. They're just gonna create Halbs non-stop. With these war wagons in the back, that could work for Adjack. He can create Halbs all day to block the front. But here we go, these Japanese keeps with the their unique tech for the Japanese. They've got Yasuma, so they do extra damage. So, I mean, I laughed at these keeps before, but they're gonna be worth their weight right now. No matter how many Halbs Adjack has, they're gonna fall these keeps. But he does have Trebs to take down the keeps. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. And, yep, here we go. Byzantine Trash here. He's also got Halbs, but he's decided to go with Skirmishers. Probably because he noticed all the crazy Halbs from these guys, as well as the War Wagons, which Skirmishers get bonus damage against both of them, so that could work well for him. Over on this side, the pile of fallen Halbs. All that was lost shall not be forgotten. But here we go, just keeping on top of this. Seeing who will win, what will happen. All the Halbs from Adjack are gone now. And these War Wagons are gonna be shredded by these Halbs and Skirms from Ragnarsson. Not gonna stand a chance. I'm wondering where all of his Halbs went. There they are. He's creating maybe, what, like, a lot. He's creating a lot. That's all that needs to be said. And yeah, not much you can do. Down with the keeps. But these are tanky War Wagons. They're doing work, even though they're not guarded. And Ragnarsson still moving forward with this. He's continually pumping these things out, but not really doing much with them. He's trying. And in come reinforcements of what else but Halbs. And Red trying to call a truce right now. I don't think Green's gonna take it. Yeah, if he's calling a truce, Green knows he's kind of desperate right now. And, oh no, Red still has his gather point out here. If you're being invaded upon, you got to move your gather point. Oh, he's gonna lose all of the, oh, he just lost all of those. What? Green actually calling the truce and leaving. What? Well, this match is full of surprises. And now in comes Conquer King. That's why Green called a truce. He can't fight 2v1. But these Halbs, oh, against these Hussars is going to be messy. But he has Halbs of his own. He's got cheap trash. He's got a bunch of skirms. He can fight this. And targeting the Treb from Adjack. This is working well for him. Let's see how this fight goes. He's using his Trebs against the War Wagons. It's a really smart move from him. These are really tanky and expensive units, and if he can take them down, then that works for him. Hussar's just melting away before these Halbs, but he has the hill bonus now. He can fight this. And we'll see how this push from him goes. See what happens here. Something that could happen, which is actually what Conquer King is doing. He's gone into Yeshua's base and taken the gold from him, because he's now just gaining access to the middle. Can't really do much here, and oh, this is gonna be bad. Got the hill bonus with skirms from Conquer King. The Trebs firing down on the War Wagons, but he's going to be pushed away just by sheer numbers here. Yeah, he's going to pack up and leave. He's actually got Adjack has his Vils taking out the Trebs here, and this has been one crazy match. And Conquer King gaining the score lead back. Wow, he got totally destroyed by Yeshua, and had a lucky stroke when he resigned. So now, fighting his way back, he's got very little eco. Look at him, he's got resources. But yeah, not very big eco to field this. But he's still trying, still coming with a million skirms and continuing to make hussars. But yeah, against this horde of halbs, good gracious, there's halbs everywhere across the map. Hussars aren't gonna do anything. More militia! Yay! That one militia did not die in vain. He's got his 3 buddies here. They're gonna come save the day. Oh yes, Larry, Curly, and Mo. They're coming out to avenge their friend. I don't know what his name was, but it doesn't matter. We have these 3 guys. And they're gonna do some work here. We're gonna watch them. We're gonna watch Larry, Curly, and Mo here. They are gonna push back this force of skirms from Conquer King. Just watch. They will do this. But yeah, Adjack back on the hill here. He's pushing hard this game. Good work from him. I was kind of talking him down a bit earlier, but he's really come back, and yeah, he's done good work. Conquer King trying to do some hussar raids here, but dude, you got halbs everywhere. They're not gonna do anything. So yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. Curly and Mo deciding to let Larry go on the front here, and hopefully they all live long and happy lives of this game, which the lifespan of a unit in Age of Empires 2, not that long. I would guess maybe 5 minutes on average. Maybe not even that, maybe more like 2 minutes. But we'll see what happens here. So yeah, really just everyone just waiting. Oh, this is just too funny. There's a million halbs on the field. Nobody cares. They're just going full halbs. It's fine, no big deal. In come the hussars from Conquer King. There go the hussars from Conquer King. Not gonna do anything there. But let's see what happens. Oh, he's going in for the raid on Adjack. See how this works. Dude, he's got the halbs. Oh, and another militia buddy, Steve. Well, Steve didn't last long. Well, that's fine. Who needs them? We've got Larry, Curly, and Mo, wherever they are. Oh, wait. There's Curly. There's Mo. And there's Larry. Okay, found them. But still, Steve was a hard-working militia, no matter how short his life may have been. And every militia counts when you're the only ones amongst countless numbers of halbs in this game. So, actually being a bit more effective with his hussar raid here. Conquer King forcing some halbs back from Adjack. And yeah, we're gonna see what happens here. Just sitting here for now. But they're massing up their army. Everyone at 200 pop right now. Ooh, more bombard cannons from Conquer King. This could be bad. That could very easily overcome this army here. Very easily counter this. So, we'll just have to see what happens. And, oh, here we go. Cataphracts. Now this is a good decision from Conquer King. He knows that there's a whole ton of halves from Adjac and from Ragnarsson as well. There's halves all over the field. Who are we kidding? And he also knows Cataphract have bonus damage versus infantry and are the only cavalry unit that do not take the bonus damage from Halberdiers. So this is really interesting from him. This is actually a really good decision. He has enough resources to get a good amount of Cataphracts. And he's going to push out here and hopefully clean this up. It's going to be really interesting from him. He can probably do a massive amount of damage here if he combines his own halbs and skirms with the Cataphracts. That could be devastating for Adjac, and Conquer King needs it. He's low on gold. He needs to get out to the middle. And Adjac, he has got gold for days. He doesn't need anything right now. But Ragnarsson here still just booming up here. He's at 200 pop and yeah, just sitting around and waiting. And no, green, don't do it. No, don't leave. Oh, stay. Stay here. Play on. This is amazing. We finally got Larry, Curly, and Mo on the field. They're gonna win it for you. Don't do it, man. And there he goes. Dang. Well, at least no one can take the middle now. Oh boy. But Conquer King's gonna try. Here we go. This is Larry, Curly, and Mo's time to shine. They can win it. There goes Larry off to the front lines. Let's watch him do this. This is gonna be good from it. Go, Larry. Well, so far not bad. Ooh, Curly coming out to join as well. Or wait, no, that's Mo. Curly's staying behind and just watching. Lazy. Wow. Larry's actually doing work up here. He didn't take out that skirmisher all by himself. Wow. He just took out that hub. Dang. Larry. No! Larry! Why? No. Whoa, don't do it. These Cataphracts will do that. Why? Oh, the humanity of it. And no. Curly down for the count. Those were three good, hardworking people there. Those were good, hardworking stooges. A moment of silence for our fallen brother. They shall not be forgotten. Okay. Yeah. Conquer King overtaking the middle now. Probably gonna go see if Adjac has any resources left, but he doesn't. And oh man, these halbs. This is just funny. You never see this many halbs in a game. There were so many halbs everywhere, and these Cataphracts will completely destroy the halbs. Ragnarsson needs to add more samurai against this. But for now, Conquer King just taking the middle and going to head up, see if he can clean out Joshua here. And yeah, Ragnarsson going to the far corners of the map. Is he trying to see if he can find something over here? Oh, his fog of war is horrible. Oh, his line of sight, he doesn't see anything. In come the Cataphracts now. And let's see what they can do against this. Oh, watch these. Watch the Halbs just melt away. See, Cataphracts are one of my favorite unique units of the game because they're a cavalry unit, but if you look, they're not taking the bonus damage from the Halbs. They're actually a good counter to Halbs here. And that's something interesting. They're an anti-cavalry cavalry. That kind of sounds confusing, but it makes sense. Just think about it. And yeah, he's just continuing to field more of them. Really low on golds, but he's got the Cataphracts. If he just went in with this, he could probably take out this army here. And then just straight shot to Ragnarsson's base. Ragnarsson just playing farming simulator over here. He's just sitting here with his farms, minding no one's business. Still, those boar. I guess he's an animal peace movement guy. He's just letting these boar run free, letting them stay wild. He could have killed them in the beginning, got the food, had an advantage, but nope, he decided against it. And now going with the light calf, that's kind of an interesting option. I guess he saw the skirms and decided to make a bunch of those, but the Halbs still will conquer that. They'll counter that pretty well. And now moving forward, these bombard cannons and the Cataphracts, they're gonna shred this army from Ragnarsson. As well as the skirms. This is a great counter to Ragnarsson's army here. Now, if I were Ragnarsson, what can I do to counter this? I could go Onager against the skirmishers, but the bombard cannons and the Cataphracts will destroy that. I could go Champion, I believe. The Japanese get Champion here. He could do that. But against the Cataphract, Champion would get destroyed. So, yeah, really not a lot. But he's doing work with what he has. He can field units all day. He's actually out of gold now. Out of gold, he's not low, but has substantially less resources than Conquer King does. But he's gonna continue to push forward with this. And yeah, he's just gonna make his farms over here and work with that, what he has. And yeah, still just up here exploring the map and trying to find whatever he can find up here, I guess. And yeah, there they go. Just deleting them. They're useless to him, taking up population space. So yeah, they're a waste of space for him now. He's at 200 pop, and he knows that this is the end. He's just gonna push with the resources he has. I think at this point he knows, if you look at his score, he knows he's so far behind that, yeah, can't really do much. He knows that Conquer King has the middle. He knows he can just field units all day, so he's just gonna do a last push and just explore with the light cav. If we look at his line of sight, this is more exploration than he's done in a while. Going through Adjak's base and seeing what his enemy's base looks like, running into the castle from Conquer King. So sadly, his line of sight isn't going to be that much improved, but hey, he's explored at least twice the map that he had the whole game. So, good for him. But, yeah, those light calves, not going to live long lives, I'm afraid. But, I guess good for him just to scout around and find where Conquer King was. So now he knows that he's over here. If he wanted to attempt a light cav raid, he could do that. But if we look at Conquer King's resources, that wouldn't affect him at all. He can do it all day, so instead, he's gonna pick on this siege workshop here and just hope that Conquer King doesn't notice and he can have the small victory of the one light cav taking out his siege workshop. Yeah, here we go. Actually adding hand cannon here. This is a good move from Conquer King. He will conquer these halbs, and against skirmishers it's not a great counter. Skirms kind of counter hand cannons more, but against the halbs and the samurai, that would work for him. But here we go, pushing out now with his cataphracts. Maybe he'll be able to push through this, and once this army's gone, there's not really anything Ragnarsson can do. And actually dropping a castle right on his face. Ragnarsson is going to be in a little bit of trouble if this goes up, and here we go. This could get denied. And we'll see. Conquer King needs to use his cataphracts right now. And that would be a good castle from him. That would provide backup for his army here. Yeah. Bringing out the light cavs. Ooh, that could have been massive losses for his hand cannons if he had stopped halfway through the army. This is something you'll see higher ranked players will do. They'll send an army into the opponent, so they'll cross like that and then stop, and they'll instantly start attacking. So that could have been bad for these hand cannons. They only have 35 HP, so that could have done a lot of damage. But one bill still building, and now the other one going to help, but he does have a Trev here, and there we go, the cataphract's going out to take it down, and that castle's gonna go up, and Ragnarsson resigned. That's done. He knew that it was over. He couldn't defend against this army. Once that army was gone, he had nothing left he could have done. But really interesting game overall. Yeshua resigning early really made it a lot more interesting. He could have just come in here, steamrolled Conquer King, and then just could have moved on to Ajax or Ragnarsson, and they really wouldn't have been able to stop it. But he resigned and let these three fight it out. And I have to say, I've never seen so many halbs in one match, ever. That was way too many that needed to be created and on the field. But yeah, that was a fun game, and thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you amazing people, and I will see you all in the next video.